Welcome to another Pro Camp edition of Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to be looking at Bri Troksa, Bri, and Bri is relatively new triathlete, but was a really fantastic runner, so kind of low 240s open marathoner. And so we're just going to look at her stroke today. So I'm going to let this play, and then we'll kind of rewind it and start to break it down. Okay, so we'll back it up here with Bri and take a look. Okay, so what we're going to look at first is, she's got pretty good body position on the water. Her feet are a little bit low, hips are a little bit low, but for the most part, she's got, decent body position kind of on the water. Obviously, the longer, higher you can get everything on the water, the better. You're just going to create less drag, and drag is the biggest culprit of slowing you down and making you less efficient. So, yeah, I mean, that would be the one thing that we'd really want to work on with Bri, would be just getting everything up. Now, here, like a lot of the athletes that you've seen already, right here, you can see how the momentum is all going that way. And so the hip comes out right here. You'll see these feet come apart. So we'll fast forward a little bit. And the feet coming apart like that, that's all to stabilize for that movement, that kind of non-linear movement that she's putting into the stroke. And then on the left side, she's just entering probably a little bit wide for her. So you can see kind of, here would be kind of more in line with the shoulder. She's just a little bit wide. And the one thing that we talked about with her was, she's just got to get a little bit more strength. So, it's going to be a lot of her issues that she's got right now could really be cleaned up in a really good strength and conditioning program. And so you can see kind of that general gist, that kind of right in through here, where it's just kind of going back and forth. And then the feet coming apart to stabilize. And so here you get a little bit better view of, here it is coming in, and then this one going a little bit wide, a little bit outside the shoulder. And that bounce. So, okay, so here you can see, and this happens a lot, you can see she takes that breath to the right, and then watch the hand underneath. So just slips way underneath her body. So typically we'd like to see this angle right here. Like 100 to 110 degrees, but what you want is, so there's midline. You don't want the hand crossing midline, so, and you can see that she's at kind of, so if the plane of the water is here, we'll do this. Oops. So if here's the plane of the water right there, her shoulder's kind of getting pretty close to about 90 degrees. So she's rotating basically on her side to get the breath. And that's why that hand is slipping underneath the body, because the whole body's rotating. And then on the right side here, you can see we're pretty far outside the body. And there to there, you're 158 degrees, when we'd really rather see it kind of there to about, kind of looking it around right there, maybe. And then if midline is right there, we're going to be really just skirting midline. That's where you're going to be able to get a lot more leverage and pressure on the water. So, we went back to what we've been working with on them a lot, just that position 11 with the PVC pipe, just making sure everything is driving really, really straightforward. And you can already see, with her, certainly we got to work on getting the feet a little bit more together, but you can see that there's no big kind of scissor kick anymore. There's no real big scissor kick here anymore. It's just everything looks like it's kind of driving straight forward. The second drill we did was we worked on, we started off with the VB air paddles, and then I switched just to the regular Volo blades. I just didn't like what it was doing, but, and then we had the mortar. And the mortar is just the weighted pull buoy that it forces you a lot more core engagement, and it forces you to connect the lower part of your body to the upper part of your body. And that's what we worked on. And we tried to get, a little bit more of, the one thing with the Volo blades is that they're going to roll that hand over the front a little bit quicker. So hopefully the elbow goes up and then you're pulling yourself forward a little bit sooner. And then if we're connecting all of this back to the core, that's usually where we can get some really good coordination, and it becomes that full-bodied, coordinated, connected movement, which is where the efficiency really is. So that was what we worked on with Bri in the first session we did, and she actually ended up dropping a lot of time during the camp, so it was great to see. So as always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you at the next video.